Did I just throw it back? It's what the words are saying to me, you know. Because whatever happens, I'm good. I'm good. Catch a vibe. Sounded great. Hey, I thank God for making me brave. Hey. Act like we didn't just do this a few seconds ago.
Well, we're back.
Yeah.
Never left.
Resilience. We're back like we never left. Exactly. Resilience, you know. Okay, so anyway, let me actually do the intro properly this time, okay? So hi everyone, welcome to my live. I'm going live every single day for 100 days, every single day showing up as me, whatever it is I'm up to, whatever it is I'm doing. And I'm doing a new thing where I'm bringing my people on, my favorite people. I've started with my favorite people. So my name is Sylvia and I'm visually impaired and I'm living my best life and I'm taking you guys along with me. And we have here my wonderful, wonderful friend. And she also has other important things to say apart from being my friend. I'm just going to let her introduce herself. Rita, go on.
Hey guys, thank you. First of all, thank you so much for inviting me on your live. It's nice to see your journey. It's nice to see how far you've come. It's nice to see you grow. It's just beautiful to see you achieve so many things over the years. Anyway, I'm Rita, and just a little bit about myself. I'm a dental hygienist. I'm a mom of four. I'm a wife, and well, I wear so many hats. I'm a content creator, and yeah. Anyway, I'm a dental hygienist, and I've been in dentistry for up to 19 years. I know. Everybody's gonna be like, how? But yeah, 19 years. And I love everything to do with dentistry. I enjoy dentistry, and I'm here to answer any dental questions you got. Don't hesitate to ask. And yeah, and it's just nice to chat to you guys today.
Speaking of many years and all, knowing each other for all those years, I know exactly where I want to start today.
Okay.
Um,
Stop.
don't panic, it's okay.
Okay.
We've known each other for like, I can't count. Every time, do you know what? Every single time I switch on this camera and I'm on live, I cannot count. I cannot count to save my life. Like, I was like, oh, what day are we on? 25. So that means we have, but anyway, we've known each other for 21 years, at least, at the very least, right? I know, because we just look 19. How do you?
It could be more. Yeah, but we've known each other for so many years.
Yeah. So, if we look at around the time that we met, and around the time that we became friends, these are the songs that were topping the charts, right?
Oh gosh.
These are the songs.
Okay, go on.
We had 50 Cent in the club. Do you know how that goes?
I don't remember the words.
That was a lot of mumble rapping, but
Yeah.
okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. You got the
Those
rhythm, the
lines, isn't
melody.
it? Yeah.
Okay. Here's a slightly easier one, although apparently we don't be singing this guy's songs anymore. I'll do this one. Ignition was really, really played a lot by R. Kelly. It's the remix to Ignition. And then we'll swiftly move on because apparently we don't play his
We
songs
don't play
anymore. Yeah. So, the other song is Sean Paul, okay? And it's Give Me the Light. So I'm gonna say the first line and you're gonna say the next one.
that. Okay.
Oh well, you did that.
Oh.
You did it. You did it already. And I was gonna say, just give me the light.
Yeah, I done that easy bit. I done that easy one. Go on to the next line.
Okay. I have no idea. Just give me the light twice. He goes, just give me the light, and then just give me the light. What about
You know what I mean?
there you go, Ashanapol. That's
Yeah.
okay, cool. So the other one is Beyonce featuring Jay-Z, Crazy in Love. I don't know what the first words are, if I'm honest with you.
Crazy love, is it? Oh,
It is. It is.
okay.
No, no. Got me looking so crazy, my
My
baby.
baby. No, those were good
Okay.
times. Those were good
Yeah,
times.
yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's it. That was it. That was our little icebreaker, just to show exactly how old we are.
I did enjoy that.
I mean, how young? How young? We're very young.
We're very young. No
Yeah, very
one should
young.
say otherwise.
Oh, Where is the Love was one of the songs as well. I forgot to say that one. Where is the
You know what?
love?
Yeah, that song, even up to today, is played
Yeah.
every single day on my radio when I'm working.
Really?
Every single
Ah.
day. And I
Mm.
don't know, it's just it's one of those songs. It's one of those
Yeah,
songs
every
that will
time you
never
hear
go
it's like the
old.
first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you hear it, just start singing along and everything, ready to go.
It's a beautiful song, to be honest.
It is, yeah, and especially I was gonna say especially now, but even especially last year and the year before that and the year before that, like the message in that song
Yeah.
always relevant. I wish it wasn't, but it is.
Children
Yeah,
shouting and they're crying. What you
yeah.
practice, what you preach. What you
As we
cherish
tend
all
the
the day.
other cheek. Father,
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 Father, help
Father,
us.
help us.
Need some guidance from above, because people got me questioning. Okay, anyway, let's
The
move on.
love. Yeah, go on.
Okay, yeah, I think we'll move on to what we are actually going to talk about, because I could go on about music forever. So we're going to play dentistry. Never have I ever. Are you ready? Have you got some? What are we sipping today? We're talking to somebody in dentistry. Are we allowed to have like a fizzy drink, a red wine, or do we just sip water when we have ever done the thing?
Say
Just
that
water?
again. Sorry. Say that again.
I said, I know we're dealing with a dentist type person, a dentistry person. So, you play Never Have I Ever. Do you know the rules?
Mm, do I? No. Tell me the rule. Remind
Okay.
me.
Okay, I'll remind you. Yeah. Okay, so never have I ever. Usually, if you've done the thing that is being said, you take a sip of something or you eat something or whatever. It's like you take the L basically, right? So if I say never have I ever had blonde braids, right? I would
Right.
have to take a sip because hello,
You,
blonde braids on my head.
yeah.
So yeah, do you get it? Do you want another
So
example or?
basically, what I've done, I take a sip. What
Mhm.
I've not done, I don't take a sip.
Yeah, exactly. You just chill. Exactly. So
Okay.
you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's just a few questions. It's not that many. It's like one, two. It's four questions. So we're not gonna put you through too much.
Okay.
Okay. Number one.
Yeah.
Oh, I've lost it. Okay. Never have I ever drank tea and gone to bed without brushing my teeth. I'm gonna have to take a sip because
We speak, we don't judge.
now hold on, now hold on, now hold on, let me explain myself, okay?
Okay.
I will explain myself. I was a new mom,
Mhm.
and when you have like a newborn baby, and it's like the middle of the night, you keep being told, drink milk, drink tea, drink water, drink this to make more milk. And so one of those, or two or three of those times, I was given a cup of tea to make the milk, and then just slept after that because
To be honest,
newborn.
we all fall victim of that. To be, if you think about it, because especially
Mm.
mothers. And I think that's
Yeah.
exactly the same scenario I had the time I done it.
Mm.
Because you're so
Yeah.
exhausted after doing everything
Mm-hmm.
through the day that running to the
Yeah.
bathroom is the last thing you're gonna think about.
Literally,
Yeah,
literally, like it's so there's some things you literally lose track of, and one of those things is yourself and everything to do with yourself.
100%. Yeah,
Everything,
100%.
head to
Yeah,
toe. It's like all about the babies. I feel like the chat is moving.
yeah.
But we'll check in a minute. Let's do the next question first. Um, I've gone and lost track of it. Hang on, sorry. Bear with a visually impaired girly. Okay, here we go. Um, I kept saying here you go, but I keep being on the wrong bit. Okay. Never have I ever had a cosmetic dental procedure.
I can't think on that one.
I'm taking too many L's.
Sorry.
Um,
Okay.
what? You whitened your teeth? Is that not cosmetic?
I won't say I've done it for cosmetic reasons.
Okay.
The reason I won't say I've done it for cosmetic reasons is because every
Mm,
treatment I carry out on a patient, I try it on myself to see how it feels before I recommend it. So I've tried it
okay.
just for study purposes, just so yeah,
I'm sorry.
so to know what I'm telling my
Wow.
patients and how
Yeah,
they're
no,
gonna feel.
I get you. I want to be a dentist or dental person now because my teeth would just be, you know,
I would like to think that, but
I
it's
get to
not.
try the treatment.
Yeah, you get to try the treatment.
Yeah, I think that's really good. Sorry, I'm still
Yeah.
clearing my
Because you
cold. I
don't
think
want
that's
to
really
recommend
good.
something
Yeah.
you're not sure about. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
You care about your patients and your work as well, because when you work on someone, that's your name. Oh my gosh, sorry. So the next one is never have I ever brushed first, then flossed after. Hang on, which one even comes first? It's flossing, isn't it?
Ideally
I've made
flossing.
that mistake before. I've made that mistake before. I have made that
Ideally
mistake.
flossing, but I won't call it a mistake either.
No? Okay, educate us.
Yeah. Pardon me. I won't call it a mistake either because everyone's
Mm,
lifestyle is different. Some people end up being really busy, and you
mm,
flossing later after brushing your teeth is
mm.
still as helpful as doing it before brushing your teeth. The only thing is, if you
Okay.
did it before brushing your teeth, it's just that you dislodge all the plaque and then brush it off.
Right.
But
Exactly.
generally, it's
Mm.
not an issue. It's not a big issue at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here I was, giving myself slaps on the wrist, thinking, how naughty. Because
No, no,
sometimes you brush your teeth and you forget, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to
yeah,
floss. Let me go back and floss. So,
yeah.
okay. Okay, so the last one is a cheeky one.
Right.
Never have I ever not dated someone because of their dental work, because of how their teeth are basically.
Victim.
Shall we elaborate or should we just move on?
Let's move on, but yeah,
Let's move on.
victim.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Someone has got a question though,
Okay, go
in the
on.
comments, and they're saying, how
Hmm.
often should one brush their teeth every day? Ideal number.
Okay.
I'll say twice a day. In the morning after your breakfast.
Hmm.
Sorry, I take that back. Sorry, in the morning before your breakfast, not after your breakfast, and in the evening, last thing before bed. That's good enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I do that. I do that. Um, so we had the fun, like a little dental quiz for the chat. If you guys
Right.
want to take part, I know it's so far it's just been me and you playing games and they get to just watch. So
Yeah.
let's involve the people in there. Um, and then you know the answers to these ones, right? The first question is how often should you change your toothbrush? You know the answers to these, right? You'll tell them later.
Mhm.
Okay, good. So the first question, Mod, could you please maybe pin those questions? I don't know how that's possible. But our lovely Mod, if you could manage to pin the questions or maybe write them down again. So, how often should you change your toothbrush? That's for you guys in the chat. And then the other question is, how many teeth does an adult and a child have? So, adult and then child, how many teeth do they have, or do we have, or they have? How many teeth do people have? Okay. Adult person, human being, we're talking about here. Let's be specific. And then what we're going to do is not we, our lovely dental professional will tell you the answer at the end, just before we finish the live. So just go on and have your guesses, or if you know the answer, put it in there. And our mod will keep reminding people if people just come in halfway through the live. Yeah. Okay. Now this is where you shine.
Okay. They're shining as well. Okay.
You'll be in your element. Okay, so
Done.
so I've seen you post recently about foods that can make your teeth whiter if you eat them. So there was like apples and strawberries and what was the green one? Was it
The green one
celery?
was celery. Yeah.
Celery,
Celery,
yeah.
celery, yeah.
Yeah. So that was really good. I was like, wow, you can eat stuff that actually makes your teeth white? What? So,
Yeah.
what are some other good like bits of advice you can have for like making your teeth more whiter, like more presentable? If you want to, well, not everyone just wants white teeth. You want
I'll
strong
mainly,
looking teeth. You want,
I'll mainly
go on.
say healthy.
Yeah.
Because yes, we could say whiter. Whiter is
Mm-hmm.
good, but ideally, we
Mm,
mainly want the teeth to be more healthy than anything. Things like
yeah.
cheese is good for you. Nuts are good for
Ah,
you. Yeah. Eating chewing gum that has something called xylitol is really good for you because the
write that down.
xylitol increases the saliva flow in your mouth, which helps protect the teeth from um, decay. So the more saliva flow you've got, the more sort of barrier or protection you've got in your mouth. So yeah,
Ah,
so it is quite a lot of foods out there that you can eat that are good for your teeth. People in Africa eat sugar cane. Sugar cane is really good
mm,
as well because if you think about it, you're chewing on this thing and it's sort of scrubbing your teeth. It's taking the plaque off your teeth. And what causes the stains mostly on your teeth is the yellow plaque sitting on your teeth and coating them, making them look yellow because the plaque is yellow. But if you eat foods that are gonna sort of keep scrubbing that plaque off, if I make sense. Sort of wear
yeah.
taking the plaque off, it's gonna make your teeth look whiter because naturally they're supposed to look whiter. Does that make sense?
Okay. So
So
would you would you say it's the same for like oh, what is this stuff called? You know the one with it's got like oats and raisins and nuts. What's that thing called? What's that mixture called? Wow, I've
mm,
forgotten what it's called. You know that mixture, like it's like a dry food, I guess, and it's like oats and nuts and raisins, and I think it has a bit of honey in it sometimes as
are
well.
you talking about the breakfast bars?
It's not really a breakfast bar. It's like loose. Oh, okay, I can't remember what it's called. That's so frustrating.
I'm trying to think what you're trying to explain, but
Yeah.
the thing is, when it comes to dry fruits, you've got to be really careful because
Mm,
dry fruits can be sticky, especially if you think about things like um, raisins. As much as it's healthy for you, it can be really sticky and then end up causing decay in your teeth because then it sits in the pits of your teeth. And once food
mm,
sits in the pit of your tooth, it could result into decay because the bacteria then start sort of feeding off that food, that sweet, sticky food in your teeth. So it's a little bit subjective when it comes to dry fruits and things like that.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I think
Okay.
eating fresh fruit could be better when it comes to your teeth than eating sticky dry fruit.
Okay. Okay, that's a good I never thought of the stickiness of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dry fruit, but it's true, it does stick a lot, doesn't it?
Hmm.
I wish I could remember what it's called, but yeah, okay. I'll remember eventually.
You'll remember. Yeah.
So I have a question.
Right.
Veneers or composite?
Veneers or composite bonding. Let's be specific because composite and composite bonding can be two different things. Um, I would say composite bonding. But yet again, it depends on how severe the damage is that you're trying to repair on a toe.
Mm,
The reason I say composite bonding is because with composite bonding, they're not filing your teeth down to put the sleeve on top of your teeth. Whereas with veneers, they've got sort of cut your tooth down a little bit to then make a sleeve that's decent enough to
yeah.
sit on top of the tooth. So with veneers, there isn't as much damage. Sorry, with composite bonding, there isn't as much damage as you get with veneers.
Yeah. I feel like the way I feel is like if you put veneers, there's no going back really. Like that's it. You
Yeah,
have to just
if
keep,
you think about
you
it, yeah,
know,
yeah.
yeah,
Whereas with
yeah,
composite bonding, you've got that room.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so obviously, I'm visually impaired. Duh. I wanted to like share some tips for other people like myself because I do get a few questions about how do I put myself together? How do I, make sure that I look neat head to toe? I don't know if today is the right day to talk about it because my hair needs doing and so
We
do my
don't
nails.
see it.
But
You still look
but
gorgeous
but thank you. See why she's my friend, you see?
anyway. Yeah.
No, but basically, I wanted to like do a bit of content, like just with tips for how to keep yourself put together, even clothing, stuff like that. And one of the tips, I haven't, posted it yet, but one of the tips was to stay on top of your dental hygiene or oral hygiene.
Mm.
So I was wondering if there's like tips you could share for someone who actually can't even see their teeth, so, for example, how often to go to the dentist and just, little things they can do to make sure that their oral hygiene is on point. Because I know when I go out and do talks as well, when I talk about eyes, there's another thing that people can spot in your eyes if you don't go for regular eye checks. Like there's other diseases that can be found and they could just be festering there and you don't know. But if you go for regular eye checks, that can be found too. So is it the same situation for oral hygiene? And just, yeah, just what tips could you share for a VI person basically in all
Okay.
those areas I've just
Right.
said?
When it comes to that, that's a good question, actually. When it comes to that, there's so many tips I could give someone that's visually impaired. First of all, let's talk about tips on how to brush your teeth. Ideally, try to use an electric toothbrush because electric toothbrushes do the job for you, right? But yet again, you're physically able for some visually impaired people. So using a manual electric toothbrush is not such a big problem, although electric is always a lot better than the manual one. Now, when it comes to toothpaste, you don't want to put too much toothpaste on your toothbrush. Obviously, where it's difficult to see what you're putting on your toothbrush, you might be better off squeezing a little bit of toothpaste on your finger, then getting your toothbrush and feeling your toothbrush, and then putting it on top of your toothbrush off your finger, right? Try to get toothpaste that has the flip cover. Is it a flip cover? What's the right one to use there? You know the toothpaste that has this a little snap cover that it sort of opens and closes. That way you don't have
Uh,
to worry about unscrewing the cover at all times. Right.
yeah.
Another tip you could use if you don't share toothpaste with anyone and you use it just by yourself, you could just squeeze it on your tongue, squeeze a little bit on your tongue, and then use your toothbrush to scoop it off your tongue and keep going with the brushing. That's another tip you can use. Using mouthwash when you're visually impaired can also be helpful, but always try to use mouthwash at least 20 minutes after brushing or later in the day, not straight after brushing. Now, moving on to seeing the dentist or going to the dentist. Seeing a dentist at least once every 6 months is ideal, is really good. It keeps you on top of everything. But what I would advise you in regards to your oral hygiene is to mainly see a dental hygienist at least once every 6 months. Because what the dental hygienist is going to do here is the areas you're missing out when you're brushing, mind you, don't even beat yourself up if you're missing out areas because you're visually impaired, because even people that are visually able miss out areas, a lot of areas. So it's just about learning your mouth and learning the brushing technique and getting to the right areas and knowing where you're missing out. So you then concentrate on those areas. So seeing a dental hygienist at least once every 6 months will help you so much to stay on top of the cleaning, the oral hygiene, to have the right technique of brushing. And if it's being difficult for you to sort of work around your toothbrush, work around your toothpaste, work around your oral hygiene, your hygienist will be able to go through all that in detail. See, there's a big difference between seeing a dentist and a dental hygienist. Because with dental hygienists, we mainly concentrate on oral hygiene and making sure you're in good oral health. Whereas the dentist is like a general, sort of like his the dentist has got the umbrella of everything. Do you get what I mean? So yes, it's
Yeah.
good to see the dentist, but seeing a hygienist is as good.
Okay, because I was about to ask, like, what's actually the difference between going to the dentist and seeing a dental hygienist, but you've explained it perfectly
Mm,
well, so
okay.
thank you. Covered
You're
the next point.
welcome.
So the last thing I had for you is you've been like a dental professional for ages, like
Yeah.
yonks.
Mhm.
What did you say? 19 years. That is a long time to be in a profession. You must have had so much experience, worked in so many different places,
Yeah.
seen so many different people. Yeah, I think we get the picture. Let me let me. But do you think, like in your experience, that there is enough VI awareness training amongst all the different members of staff that you have come across in, I guess, in your opinion, or from your experience or your perception, rather?
In my opinion, 80% of dental professionals that are hands-on are, are trained to work with visually impaired individuals. We've got enough knowledge on what to do or how to deal with visually impaired individuals. Obviously, some people might need to come in with interpreters if they struggle with communication. Um, but in most cases, yes, there is enough awareness, I would say. And there's a lot of services that are really helpful, like community dentistry. So for people that are severe, that really need a lot of support, they will not come to a general dental practice. They'll go to a community dental practice because that
Oh,
service provides even more for visually impaired people or for anyone with a disability.
oh, I didn't
So
know
you
that
find
service
that
existed.
yeah, so you find that in mainstream dentistry or in normal in I don't want to use the word normal in most dental practices, if you got a severe disability or you're struggling severely in regards to disability, you'll be referred to a community dental practice. And at a community dental practice, you
Oh,
do have all the specialists there as well. You do get a dentist, you do get a hygienist, you do get any gum specialist, anything, you do get it there as well. So there is that service in the UK. We're quite lucky that way.
that is amazing. You learn something new every day. I always tell you. Like, I feel like every time I speak to you, you say something, I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know that.
You do.
But yeah, that was the last question that I have for you. Do you have any questions for me?
What struggles do you find as a visually impaired person or individual when it comes to your oral hygiene?
I think actually pretty much. Do you know when you were saying about how to use toothpaste when you can't see what you're doing, basically?
Mm,
I actually use that method. Like I put toothpaste on my actual finger, and
mm,
then that's it. I put it on the toothbrush. So that's the one thing, like actually getting the toothpaste onto the toothbrush
yeah.
safely. And
No,
it's
that's
gotten to a point where like my kids actually think that's how you're supposed to do it because that's how
mm,
I do it.
yeah, that's
So that's
good.
kind of Nara, especially now. She's like, she just puts the toothpaste on her finger first and then on the toothbrush. I had to literally explain to her the other day, that's not how it's done. It's just how I do it because I can't see.
Yeah,
She's like,
oh, that is
oh.
sweet. Bless her. Bless her. Yeah, it's really important. It does help, doesn't it? I think it makes a
Yeah,
difference. Yeah, it makes a difference.
yeah.
Obviously, there's something I didn't hint on, which is cleaning in between your teeth.
Mm.
But there is quite a few options as well. When it comes to cleaning in between your teeth, you could use dental brushes. A company called TP, I'm not advertising it, it's just for recommendation's sake. Um, TP have come up with TP brushes that have handles. Now, those handles are quite
Handles.
helpful. Yeah, they've got a handle, so you sort of go by the feel using the handle, and you don't have to worry about the angulation of the TP brush because the ones on the handle are already sort of in the right angle, if that makes sense. So look out for incidental brushes that have handles that might make things a lot easier. Or use a water flosser to spray in between your teeth. Ideally, when you're having a shower, so you don't get messy, because anyone gets messy with it. They do spray a lot of water.
Okay, I've been wanting to try one of those, but I'm trying to remember who it was that said they don't work so well, but everyone's different,
Thing is,
so I really want to try it.
it depends. It could work for one
Mm,
person really well and not the other,
mhm,
especially people that
mhm,
have very tight teeth, where your teeth are very tight together. It will be
mm.
difficult for the water to go through. But again, if you've got a chance to your dental hygienist, they will definitely guide you on the best thing to use. So
Yeah,
yeah, as much as I recommend it, yeah, again, seeing your dental hygienist might help a lot more because they physically see what your teeth look like and how big the gaps are in between your teeth, and yeah.
okay. Okay, well, thank you. I think at this point, maybe we can check in on the chat if there's any, invite people to ask questions if they have any questions. I have you here today who can actually see the chat because I usually have to like zoom in on my other phone to try and see if there's anything in there. But oh gosh.
I think the only question we've got in there I did answer about
Okay.
brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
Rue, oh yeah, yeah, I
Oh,
did
Rui. Hi,
answer.
Rui.
Oh, Rui.
Oh, Rui, yeah.
Yeah.
Rui joins in on every live. It's so nice.
Oh,
Hi, Rui. Thank you for joining.
bless. Yeah, so if you've
um,
got any dental questions, I'm happy to answer them before we go. And yeah,
I think maybe in the meantime you can tell us where we can find you, what yeah, just tell us where we can find you, all your different platforms and all that.
beautiful, you have lenses in your eyes. Never
Oh,
seen
that's a
eyes
question.
like eyes. Someone is talking about your eyes. Okay.
Oh,
um.
um,
So sorry, I read your comment, and then I lost my line of thought. So yeah, so about myself, you can find me on YouTube. My name is Teeth by Rita. I mainly talk about dentistry on YouTube. Um, Drop me a subscription, drop me a follow on Instagram as well, or do we not say that platform? On
mm.
other platforms as well, Teeth by Rita, and
You know you can.
um, yeah, some platforms you can't. um, so yeah, drop me a follow. on Instagram as well. Tip by Rita. You can find me on that or Rita's Family on Instagram.
Yeah,
And
if you go on her other platforms, you'll see her lovely family. She does really, really funny videos and content all together. So
yeah,
she's multifaceted, you know.
I
She's got
look
the
forward
teeth if
to.
you want to
I
learn
look
about
forward
teeth.
to. I've got so many hearts. I do have so many hearts. But yeah,
You do.
um, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate any love on our pages as well.
Yeah, go check her out, guys. Even you on playback. When you're watching this on playback, go and check her out. Her information will be in the description.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna try and read the chat because I think there was somebody. Um, hang on just a second. Um, Sorry, something keeps popping up. There was a comment here that I read. Okay, you're asking about my eyes. Thank you. Thank you. I will take the compliment. My eyes are just like that. That's just how they are because of my eye condition. I've had it for a good long time since I was a child. So, over time, my eyes went from probably, I don't know, they're probably black, maybe. I don't know what color they were to what they look like now. So, yeah, but thank you. I guess if I'm gonna be visually impaired, I might as well have interesting eyes, I guess. Has to be perks somewhere.
And they're not
Um,
lenses.
yeah, and they're not lenses. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Should be clear about that. Should be clear about that. Yeah, they're not lenses. um, let's see. I think yeah, I'm happy to finish up here. What about you? Is there something you wanted to add, like before we
No,
close up?
that's it. All I would say is thank you so much for having me here today. It was such a pleasure to chat to you, chat to your followers, get to tell everyone about dentistry. I love dentistry and anything that goes with it. And yeah, guys, keep supporting Sylvia. It's just amazing to see her do all these great things and sort of giving the time to do the 100 videos on a daily. That's not a joke. So guys, send all your support through, share these videos with other people, and yeah, have a lovely evening.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, I actually got started in content like I think a little bit after you did, and you basically called me and said, you need to start talking, you need to start sharing your story. You need to I don't know. But yeah, so thank you. Like I just say this to say thank you for empowering me and thank you for supporting me and being behind me and also pushing me. I'll say pushing me like, come on, you can do it. Get back
No,
up. You fell. Okay, get back up, keep going. And
no.
like I think there's so many other situations we could talk about, but we're talking about teeth today. Like there was when Kyle was born and I lost my eyesight and you were right there. There's so many different things really we could
Oh my
talk
gosh,
about.
I
We're
remember
gonna
that.
That's what
Oh.
happens in 20 something years of friendship. So
Oh,
and
it's true.
from
But
from
that's what
girls
friends are
to
for. Guys,
mothers.
if you've got a friend and you can't support them, please don't call them your friend. Because they're not.
Mm,
That's
mm,
what friends are
say
for.
that.
To support each other.
So yeah, on each live, I share an affirmation for all of us to feel empowered and encouraged, and maybe sometimes it's something to pause and think about. So I'm just gonna read today's affirmation, and you might also find it helpful. I mean, of course you will. Sure. If I can find it, sorry. It usually takes me a second to find it. Ah, okay, got it. So today's Thursday, 28th. Okay. So here is the affirmation. Ah, it's actually so apt considering what we're just talking about, just being there for each other and everything. Um, I am kind to myself and others. I am kind to myself and others. I think sometimes we remember maybe to be kind to other people and we sometimes forget ourselves. And there's some things we might say to ourselves that aren't very nice sometimes, but remember to be kind to yourself. It really starts with you. See how that sentence went? Kind to myself and then others after that. Because if you're not kind to yourself, how are you going to be kind to others? If you don't love yourself, how will you love somebody else? You know?
That's
Did you have
beautiful.
a okay. No, I thought, okay, did you want to say something about the but yeah, so yeah, that's our affirmation of the day today. Is there something going on in the chat? It seems to be moving. Hang on just a second. I don't like to just leave without checking in to see if there's any, because I had this habit of like randomly going and then I'd notice some comments in the chat later on. But we do need to, okay. Uh, okay. It's people talking, which is nice. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Oh yeah, it's Thanksgiving today. Happy
Oh, is it?
Thanksgiving, guys. Yeah, because tomorrow's Black Friday. So happy Thanksgiving. What are you guys eating? Okay, let me not start a long conversation. We need to let Rita go. She gotta go to bed.
I
Okay.
gotta go bed.
But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Unless you have a question for Rita about dentistry or a question for me, we have to, huh? There's a trivia. Oh, the trivia. We never gave the answer for the trivia question, Rita. So it was
Oh,
how many what was it? What was the question again? Let me just
how
double check.
many teeth does an adult have and
Yeah,
children?
So an adult has 32 teeth.
And children have 20 teeth.
20. You know, I was about to say 24. I would have failed. But that's the fun of it.
Yeah, it's 20.
um
How often
Do you change your toothbrush? You change your toothbrush at least once every 3 months. Even if you're using an electric toothbrush, do change the toothbrush head once every 3 months.
okay.
you don't have to
I
throw
was
away the actual
Brush with an electric toothbrush for lovely. Just the head.
toothbrush.
Just the head.
Let's put a heads up just in case.
tooth.
But so yeah, thank you so much for coming on. I'll probably try and pin you down for another one at some point where we can talk about life things.
Oh, yeah.
Because we just talked about, teeth and stuff this time, but it was an introduction. An introduction, you know.
It's nice.
Yeah. Hmm? Oh, there's the okay, hang on.
Did we miss that
I
one?
am so yeah, there's something I missed. Hold on just a second. I have to scroll up. Um, see, Emmanuel's here helping. Oh gosh. Okay. Uh, Rosanna, thank you both. Got a nice educational session. You're very welcome. Um, let's see. 32, yeah. Rosanna got it right. Most adults have 32 teeth, though some may have less. Yes. If you have all of your teeth, then you will have 32. Um, thank you. Okay. You're welcome. Thank you so much for explaining. Your eyes are so beautiful. Thank you so much. Think I can't. Thinkson. Thank you so much, Thinkson. And then I think that's everything, right? No? Okay. That's not everything.
Where's my trophy?
Oh, Rosanna said, "Where's
Rosanna!
my
Here's your
trophy?"
trophy. Well done.
We should put a trophy in the chat, actually.
We
Mod, can we have a trophy in the chat, please? For Rosanna. Okay. Well, this was lovely. I'm now actually really and truly going to let you go. And thank you so much for coming on. And to everyone who tuned in, had a go at the guesses, at the trivia, was patient with us whilst we figured things out. Thank you so much. Share this video with anyone who you think might, use the dental advice, which is everyone. It's everyone. Let's be real. So yeah, thank you so much and goodbye. Good night, everyone. Good night, sis. Good night, sis Rita.
Good night. You're welcome.
Okay, bye.